Hi, I'm Charles Bursell. This is Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. Happiness. We all want to be happy, of course, right? We want our friends to be happy. We want our family to be happy. Of course, there's nothing controversial about this. We all agree. This is something we all agree on. But, well, maybe. Here's a quote. I'm going to give you this. Quote, "It is the very pursuit of happiness that thwarts happiness," unquote. That's a sentiment you may have heard before. This particular quote comes from a guy named Viktor E. Frankl. He was an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist. And that's also kind of a Buddhist tenet as well. It's not really about happiness itself, but it's about the pursuit of happiness. Well, if we want something, we pursue it, right? Well, no. The Buddhist says you detach, and that's kind of what this is about. So we want to talk about happiness today and all the different ways we can think about happiness, but this is kind of the way I want to start out. Does the pursuit of happiness actually make us miserable? That's where I want to start today. And there are lots of other things to say. And as always, your calls are invited today on the subject of happiness.
Good morning, neighbor. Hello, tree. Hello, bird. Hello, sidewalk. Oh, hello, bus that almost hit me. What a great day to be alive.
Hi, Peter.
Well, hello, Sandra. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to pickpocket you today. Is that okay?
Sure, reach on in there. It's the most
All right.
action I've seen in a while.
Okay, I'm going to take 100.
Okay,
Thank
pick
you.
away,
Have a nice day.
Sandra. Oh, God, I hope nobody realizes that I'm actually very unhappy. Oh, but you know what? Damn it. I woke up, said I was going to be happy.
Hi, Peter.
Hi!
I was just, when you asked me out last week, I didn't know if I was over Michael, and you were so understanding. And I was just sitting around last night in my living room with my cat, and I was thinking, how could I not say yes to you? You are the happiest person I have ever met, and I've had so much sadness in my life that to have someone like you in my life, I feel like would be great. So yes, I will go out with you.
Yeah. So you right now? You want to go right now?
Yeah, sure. I don't have an appointment. I have an appointment at like 4, but I'm free the rest of the day.
Okay. How about we Look, I can't do this.
What? Oh, we can reschedule for a different day.
No, it's not the schedule. It's not the schedule. It's the world. I just am so sad. And everybody expects me to be so damn happy all the time. So I'm sorry that I'm taking this out on you, but sometimes I just need to shout, and I need to spit at people, and I can't be this happy.
Peter Smith, you're not the man I thought you were.
Well, but you gotta give me a chance. I can get happy again. I told myself this morning that I was gonna be happy.
Peter, I've got the sadness covered, all right? But I don't need more of that in my life.
We can cover it together. Don't you want that? Don't you want somebody who lies to himself every morning and lies to everybody on his way to work and at work and during lunch and on his way home from work?
Oh, I'm sorry, were you still talking? I was texting my friends. Because this is bogus, all right? You totally misrepresented yourself. How long have I known you? What, a year and a half?
Year and a half.
Yeah, okay. So, no thank you.
Fine. I don't need you to be happy. I can be happy by myself. Sandra, come back!
Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. Happiness is our topic for this half hour. We all want to be happy, but in kind of a shallow way, I think it's taken that number one spot in everybody's priority. And just off the top of my head, I jotted down a little list here. Things that might be just as important or even more important than happiness. I jotted this down. Honor, courage, depth of character, wisdom, commitment, how you treat other people, kindness, altruism, empathy, gratitude. I mean, these are all qualities that may bring you happiness, but happiness is not the whole point. There are other qualities we want to have in our lives. And experts tell us, I like to promote great social research, that what actually makes people happy, what makes them get up in the morning, is meaning in your life, some purpose, some reason to get up. You don't bounce out of bed just saying, oh, I'm going to be happy today. You have some meaning. You have some purpose. You have a reason to be. All the social research is telling us this. I'll tell you the single dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, no, that's a long list. I shouldn't say that. But one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Have you heard parents say this? I just want my kids to be happy. That's all I want for my kids. Oh my God. What if they're jerks? What if they're villains and crooks? What if they're horrible people? You don't want them just to be happy.
Honey, I'm a little bit worried that Kristen and Shane have been having their lives go a little too well up until now. Are you getting that feeling?
That's bothering you? I love it. I think it's great. I think we should be a little more happy ourselves.
I'm not against happiness. I mean, I can cultivate it to a moderate extent, but I really feel like the hard times I went through as a kid, and you too, from what I know of your childhood, gave us a lot more character.
It was hard. Yeah.
And Jerry, our kids are boring.
Stapler! I got a new stapler!
Well, I mean, not everybody is as creative as... I mean, she's trying.
They're so boring.
Good job, sweetie. Keep going.
This carpet is so white. I'd love to touch the carpet.
Mother,
it's a song
I'm
about the
ready
carpet.
for my Nintendo.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess you've earned a half hour of Nintendo time. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mother.
I love my mama. I love my papa. I sort of think my brother's loving. Yeah.
This actually is a little bit annoying. It's loud. It's a loud kind of boring.
Keep it
So
down.
we have
I'm trying to play Nintendo.
Quiet, boring, and loud, boring. Who raised these people? You know what it was. It was all that daycare that we put them in.
Yeah.
We should have just brought them to work with us. They could have learned to trade.
I'll have my bread and butter now, Mother.
Happiness is our topic today on Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. Just want our kids to be happy. But like I said, they could be jerks and be happy. They could be evil. Which brings up another interesting question. Listeners, I invite your calls as always. Can bad people be happy? Because there's a certain faction that wants to tell us, no, it's karma. People who are really bad and evil are going to wind up unhappy. There's no evidence to show that. That's just sort of pseudo-psychology that people like to spout because it makes them feel better. I think an evil person can be perfectly happy. They can just ride through life. They enjoy screwing other people. In fact, evil people have the best laugh, right? The quintessential evil laugh.
Okay, everyone, this was
Yes.
a good first round of
Okay.
practice. But now, if you're going to be evil villains, you're going to have a signature catchphrase. Nope. Please settle down. You're not listening. You're
sorry.
still practicing the catchphrase.
I'm sorry.
Now, we're all going to go through and we're going to share the catchphrases that we've been working on. Now, as an example, mine as a murderous serial killer was, would you like a spoon and milk with that? Now, see the example. Nope, please, quiet. You're still laughing, and I appreciate the laughter, but it's getting quite annoying. It's getting quite annoying.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. So what I'm saying is that we want to show a little bit of humor and a little bit of devastation in our catchphrase. So
Isn't that like a hot rod up the ass?
this one is a little bit direct and makes me slightly uncomfortable, but this is what a catchphrase should do. So this is perfect for you, Tina. Okay, now you guys, please tell us what your murderous skill is and what you think your catchphrase would be.
Okay, well, I was going to throw a guy out a window, and I was going to say, have a Deleuze day.
I don't get that.
I
It's
don't think I
conceptual.
quite understand it, but perhaps English
Oh.
is not my first language, so...
Well, he was a famous philosopher. It was a philosophy joke.
Oh, this is good. Perhaps, speaking of philosophers, maybe such as an Eminem, you push him out a window and you say, that's why they call it window pane. See, this would be a good one.
That's a good one.
See, this is a good one.
I get it,
Okay,
I get
last
it,
but
I get
not least.
Okay,
Billy, please tell us.
I kill people by giving them paper cuts all over their bodies. And my catchphrase will be like, did your parents love you much?
Okay, so I think...
Were you abused as a child?
So I think, Billy, we're getting a little bit of Billy's history
Did you
here.
always have a full tummy at night?
You know
Or
what,
were you
everybody, let's
hungry?
call it a day. Billy, why don't you stay behind for a second? Good class.
Wait, I got one.
Okay.
Okay, so when there's a guy going into the building, I'm gonna, from 30 stories up, drop a piano on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, tinkle the ivories.
Tinkle? Did he also vet himself? Okay, you know what, everybody, Billy, you and I come to class. Stop laughing. Okay, everybody, call it a day. We'll see you
Nothing
next
like
week.
a hot rod up there.
How does that tinkle?
Would you like some spoon and some milk with that?
That's what I'm talking about. The evil people having the most fun of all. Very happy with their evil laugh. Yeah, bad people can be happy. And yeah, we brought up laughing. Laughing is an interesting thing. I read this really interesting article recently by a woman named Jamie Fiddler. And I've got her on the phone. Her article talks about laughing and how you may have experienced this in your own life. How a lot of times people aren't laughing because something's funny. They just laugh as kind of a social cue. It means, from the research that Ms. Fiddler has done for us, it just means I like you, you like me, we're on the same team. So much of laughter is kind of almost seems inappropriate. There's nothing really funny going on. It's more of a social cue. So on the science of laughter, we have on the line researcher Jamie Fiddler. Hi, Jamie. Tell us a little bit about how you did this research.
So, social cues are made in every culture. Really. And
This is not just an American phenomenon. This is universal?
so, in Ethiopia, there's this ritual.
Mm-hmm.
There's laughter involved. And my researchers they have found that there's a succinct rhythmic pattern that is replicated in Ethiopia and Russia and in Australia in the Aboriginal people. And it's a laughter that goes, ah, ha, 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 ha. Really.
Really, with that kind of rhythm to it, huh?
So,
You could actually notate that. A musician could notate
The
that.
thing is, Charles.
Yes.
So, really, this pattern laugh is always used in the same circumstance. Really.
And as you've written in your article, it's in your research, it's not because something funny is happening.
Oh,
It's just a social thing.
So, usually, ha 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 ha
All right.
is used in moments of fear and anxiety. Really.
Oh, okay. Lots of reasons to laugh.
So at funerals, it's like a chorus. When I went to Peru, really, so the magistrate just died, and he was a really influential man to the whole community.
So everyone was, and he died. You said, is that what you said?
So yeah.
Was everyone still laughing?
So it was like hearing seagulls, a chorus of seagulls.
So laughter and happiness aren't necessarily related in all cases.
Intrinsic
I'm
to
not getting
all
into this.
emotions. Really.
Jamie Fiddler, thanks a lot for joining us on the show today.
Thank you. Really.
Did you enjoy your time here?
So much. So much.
All right, great. Jamie Fiddler right there. Yeah, laughter and happiness. Laughter research, it's interesting. I went to a Letterman taping about, a couple years before he retired. David Letterman in New York at the Ed Sullivan Theater, and the pages take you in. Of course, you wait all day in line, and then you stand in the lobby, and the page gives you some instructions. And one of the things they say is, now Dave wants you to laugh at his jokes, because they said, well, when you watch him at home on your couch, you probably just sort of nod your head and smile. You don't actually laugh out loud when you watch. Most people don't when they watch television. So they're just reminding us to laugh out loud. We don't really laugh alone. We laugh with other people. Again, going back to Ms. Fiddler and the whole idea that it's a social cue.
So, honey, I this is kind of funny actually, but I've been seeing somebody else.
What?
Yeah, she's great. She's much sexier than you are, and she just gets me, you know.
Honey, this is a perfect example. So, really, this is just like my research. I'm really upset.
Well, I mean, I'm upset too. Obviously, I didn't mean to stumble into this mistake, but she was there, and I just felt crippling loneliness with you for the last 6 years. So I thought, why not? We'll try something new, right?
I have to record this. This is exactly what I need for my thesis.
Mom, Dad, what's so funny?
Well,
I
should
wanna
we
hear
tell
the
her together? We are getting a divorce.
You never said
Well,
that.
I kind of implied it, didn't I? I kind of implied
No,
it.
I just thought you were gonna tell her that Daddy's been banging someone else.
I have been. I brought her with to the woman's house. It's so funny. We give her a popsicle, and she just puts on these earplugs. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
Miss Sarah?
Oh, Miss Sarah, see, she knows. You can start calling her mommy from now on. Oh, well, honey, pack up your stuff. We're leaving.
Bye.
Okay, well, this is horrible and sad.
This is the best day of my life. All my research is true.
Happiness. Do you have anyone in your life, I bet you do, who is only happy when they're miserable? We've heard this expression. And I'm not sure what that means. It doesn't mean they're really happy. It means they're only satisfied. They're only functioning when they're miserable. We all know the type: the complainers, the hypochondriacs, the neurotics, right? People only happy when they're miserable. I think I've got people like that in my life. Looks like we have a caller. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
This is Steven.
Hi, Stephen. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Do you realize how long I've been waiting?
As soon as I saw the light, I picked up. So I think about 3 seconds.
Well, that's what I'm calling to tell you. You should have made me wait longer
Okay.
because
Formulate your thoughts a little better.
I have had the worst week.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this week.
All right, Stephen, tell us about your week.
Monday, I got a promotion.
Great.
I got this
Congratulations.
great promotion. I'm working less hours and I'm making more money.
Uh-huh.
And then on Tuesday,
You must be really happy about that.
I am miserable. I would rather get a nail just stuck into my esophagus than get that promotion and make more money and just be happier. Ugh, I don't even know how to spell happiness. Is it SADNESS? Tell me, is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me. So are you concerned about the extra workload? You won't live up to expectations?
Oh, God, Charles, there is no extra workload. I am working less. I know
You're
that I
working
can
less.
handle it. I
Okay.
can handle it. I am so happy and miserable
You
at
just
work.
right. You have to be miserable in order to. You're happy. Yeah, I get it.
I
You're
don't-
only happy when you're miserable. Is that right?
No, I am never happy. I'm only miserable when I'm miserable, and I'm miserable when I'm happy.
All right. So does it work the other way? You're only miserable when you're happy?
I don't even know what happiness is.
right.
It is the worst.
Do you know what miserable is?
Oh, I live it every day,
All right,
and it
well-
is glorious. It brings me so much happiness.
All right. Stephen, you've got me so confused. So it's the opposite of if you know light, then you know what dark, because they're defined by each other, right? Opposites are defined by each other.
I don't know what light is. I don't know what dark is. My eyesight is so bad,
right.
and I have to wear these big glasses that are so heavy on my face.
All right, Stephen, way over my pay grade. Thanks a lot.
Okay, have
for
a
the
great
call.
day.
There's a great. Okay, thank you. That was a very enlightening call. Yeah, people only happy when they're miserable. Oh, good. We have another caller. Hi, you're on line 2, I guess.
Hi.
There's another happy voice. Hi, who's this? Or if you want to be anonymous, that's fine too.
Thanks.
Okay. What's your thought?
Well, it's just...
No, I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
I'm always... Okay, so my daughter
Yeah.
never calls me.
Right.
And my neighbor keeps letting his dog on my lawn, and I just don't think anyone's ever gonna love me.
So, does this make you, in a perverted kind of way, happy? In other words, are you
What?
one of these? Are you
Why
one of these
would-
people
Okay,
who
so
needs to be miserable
that is
to be
a
happy?
really messed up question, and I feel that you are trying to bring me down. And
That's the last thing I'm trying
I'm
to do.
trying to be happy, okay?
Oh, well, see, now, I don't know if you heard the first part of the show, but the more you try, the less happy you'll be. That's the secret that we're letting out
yeah,
today.
damn straight.
You got to stop
That's what
trying.
I'm discovering.
You got to stop
That's what
trying.
I'm discovering. And then
Okay.
people like you are really insulting. And you
No,
know
no,
what?
no, no.
You remind me of my mother. She was always getting on my back like that.
It's the pursuit of happiness.
And everyone is always getting on my back. No one ever wants to eat lunch with me at the counter.
Okay, well, again, boy, I'm going to have to have an assistant. I'm going to have a co-host with some actual expertise on how to help these people. Why do I get these calls? These people who need help. Well, I wish you luck, and I wish you happiness, and
Yeah.
my advice to you is to stop pursuing happiness, because
Stop giving me unsolicited advice.
that's something I'm guilty of. That's Viktor E. Frankl, actually. It's the advice of Viktor E. Frankl I'm just passing along. That's what we opened the show with, Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist, kind of with the Zen idea that the more you pursue, the less you have. It's an interesting concept. Couple minutes still left in the show. Here's a common expression, and it's also a great little philosophical question you can debate at parties. You may have heard this before. Would you rather be smart and well-informed and unhappy, or would you rather be dumb and happy? In other words, is ignorance truly bliss? That's a good little philosophical question to chew on.
I am an idiot, and I smile all the time.
I like warm socks and words that rhyme.
I love this self-help group. I come here all the time.
Questions like this are absolutely not fine.
We close our eyes to the world, and with that we see true bliss.
We close our eyes and we lean in close and get a nice wet kiss.
Adages like that make me want to hiss.
When we walk down the street, do we see things in color?
When I walk down the street, I try not to look at any other people because they are sad, and it makes me remember
September.
I would rather have a pain in my molar.
Okay, guys, I think this is a good first draft, but I don't know if it's really gonna win first prize.
I just thought that we would be really good at group poem writing.
Well, I think we're great, but wasn't this supposed to be happy poem? This is happy poem week.
Yeah, I was happy. We
I
don't
was really happy.
We don't
It just
understand the
seemed-
world. We don't see anything. We don't
But
experience anything.
I didn't see anybody smiling, and Then we never said happy?
Guilty. I can't smile when I'm thinking really hard.
Okay, how about this?
Oh.
My problem.
How about this? Okay. Let's all write a poem that sounds really happy.
With a beat that's
and let's-
full and a dance that's snappy.
And let's smile when we do it and not make it sappy.
And hopefully we don't smile too much so our lips don't get chappy.
I like to laugh and play all day.
And I like to look at puppies and see them frayed.
I like when I like someone and we go for a romp in a stack of hay.
I like the hay and the stack and the puppies today.
See, that was good.
That was
Yeah,
really
I
happy.
think you got it, guys.
It was so much better when we
Yeah.
smiled. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody.
Okay, I've got one. I was really happy the day that I found my voice.
I was really happy the day I found the boys.
And I like to laugh a lot, even though it's not my choice.
He stole my rhyme. I was gonna say choice.
Okay, probably second place on that one. I think that's great.
That was great.
She was really verbally abusive. My grandma's name was Joyce.
Okay, we're getting a little bit darker here. Helen, can I
Sorry.
talk to you for a second?
What? Sorry.
There's a lot of stuff about your grandmother that's been surfacing a lot.
Well, she was a poet, and so it's only right that I think of her when we're writing our group poetry.
Sure, but it's very dark. It's very, very abusive.
Especially about her black
Oh,
shiny
you were
Rolls
still
Royce.
listening.
Well, whatever you need to say to me, Frank, you can say in front of my friends.
Oh, hey, what's this powwow?
Sure.
What's going on?
Okay. Well, Helen, I think maybe it's time you move out from your grandma's house.
Is this an intervention? I've been thinking the same thing.
I love my grandma. She feeds me all
We're not
day.
rhyming anymore. This is serious. Helen has an
My
issue.
grandma's name
Stop
is Delirious.
talking in meter, guys. We're actually concerned about our friend. Roll up your sleeves, Helen.
Our worry will
Look at
never
those.
end.
Oh, for the love of Christ, people, this is a
Anchors.
serious conversation. Stop being so poetic about
Why
it.
do you have a tattoo of anchors?
My grandma was a boat driver.
Oh. Maybe you should move into the boat.
Oh God, this is going horribly.
My grandma killed my grandpa. It was on a boat.
See, this is the
My
thing that
boat
I'm talking
killed my
about.
grandpa
Stop
down in the
feeding
moat.
into this, people. God, stop rhyming
He said,
at me.
"Grandma, help me.
She has
I cannot
been
even
surrounded by
float."
insane people. She's talking about how
All
her
he
grandmother
wanted to do
murdered.
was cast the last vote.
I hate myself and I'm gonna walk away. And oh, Jesus Christ, now I'm talking in rhyme. Unbelievable. I can't do this.
He's gonna choke.
Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater, the SCTRT Players, Krista Jarzinski, Anja Not Anja Seeger, The Scrouse, and Jonathan Wachala. Music by Peter Donalds. Wherever you go for your podcast, that's where we'll be. On all your favorite apps and platforms, search Charles Bursell Presents. Even better, go to my website, charlesbursell.com. You'll find all the links, all the shows, all the time. You can also like us on Facebook, Stream of Consciousness Talk Radio Theater. So bottom line, be happy. I really want everyone to be happy. Just a couple quick things. If you're constantly trying to be happy, if that's your only goal, well, that's probably not going to work for you. Try to nurture those other qualities. Have courage and conviction and meaning and purpose in life, and be altruistic and be helpful and be kind, and the happiness will come. And for those of you who are happy but you're plowing through life, making life miserable for everybody else and for the planet, well then, you should maybe rethink too, because we've had enough of you. All right, love you guys. Be happy. Bye-bye.